Hey everyone, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this video, as you probably read by the title, is about the time that I met Jesse Rutherford and he wore my pants on stage. It was kind of a crazy time in my life. This story is kind of one of those stories that you keep between you and your friends because other people take them like, oh, she's lying, or oh, like, why would he ever do that? But this is part of the time when I also met Jesse Rutherford and I had VIP for his concert, and it was a pretty, like, it was rad, it was lit, it was lit, it was lit. I don't know, what is me to do? It was, I don't know. That day started off like any other day. I went to school, I was supposed to have my club meeting, I canceled it because I had to meet Jesse and the band squad. And yeah, so after school I went to the venue and my friend was already there. I told her like to get there because I was gonna get there really late because I'm driving like 2 hours away and she's driving 45 minutes away. But so she gets to the venue, she stands at the back of the line, and like this whole story is like honestly smooth sailing. This is like one of those perfect days where everything went great, life was just good. This was the time around when I had a crush and he liked me back. It was a perfect day. Okay, so I get to the venue, I see my friend and I'm like, we probably should just go to like the VIP section, like there has to be one since we get in earlier. So we go up to the front of the line and we ask them, hey, do you guys know where VIP is? And they're like, it's right here. So I'm like, bless, bless. And then all of the other people were side-eyeing us because they're like, who are these people who just got here and are cutting the whole entire line? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I did pay like exceptionally much, and I know this is really rude, but also they offer VIP and I'm a barrier girl, so that's how that works. Cut to the front of the line, we meet everyone, we're all talking and stuff, and we're about time to go in, and we look at our watches and we're like, I don't even have a watch. We look at our phones and I'm like, wow, we're 10 minutes late, we need to be in like right now. And then look at our phone 20 minutes later and we're still not in, and then 30 minutes later, and then 30 minutes later passes by and we actually get in, so smooth sailing, I guess. So we go in and that's where the band is, or they made us wait, I don't remember, but the band is like right there. And so everyone's going and they're meeting them and it's great, it's lit. But yeah, I don't know, like part of me like didn't really care to meet them. It was more of I wanted to be front row, and that may sound like really like counterintuitive and stuff, like if they're your favorite band, you want to meet them. But like at the same time, I just like to the point of meeting them because they didn't really change my life like that, you know? Like, you know, people meet their favorite bands because they changed their life. The Neighborhood didn't really change my life. Maybe they sparked my obsession with concerts, but that's it. And maybe they like started my best friendship, but like nothing drastic, you know? So I was like fine not meeting the band, but anyway, so I meet the band, I'm like getting ready to take my picture and stuff, and we're talking, and I just like tell Jesse like, hey, I really like your fur coat, and he's like, wow, thanks, I like your pants. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's like, I actually have like the same pair, and you know Jesse like dressing in his girlfriend's clothes, so I like doubted it, but I didn't doubt it too much, and I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, should I wear them on stage tonight? And I'm like, of course. And then not thinking he's actually going to, and then I take my picture and I hug all the boys and I tell them like, hey, like I love you all, like, and I just say like nice things to each of them, and then I go to stay like on the side because they're about to let us in. And then my friend goes and she's talking to Jesse and she tells him, oh yeah, we've seen you like 3 to 4 times and this will be like our 4th time. And he's like, oh wow, that's rad, that's really rad. And he's like, that's, and she's like, yeah, it's cool. And so she's like done. Like she didn't really care to meet them, like they're not her favorite band. The 1975 are her favorite band, and this is gonna be like a shameless plug, but if you want to see like my story time for the 1975, I'll probably refilm it, even though like it has a lot of views. I don't really know, but like yeah, it'll be like linked down below if you want to see that. But anyway, so she's done with her meet and greet. We talk and we show each other our pictures and we're like, they're kind of really bad, but like whatever, like you have to keep them. And mine are at college right now, or else I'd show you. I'm gonna go into the venue now, And so they let us in, and for some reason we were like dumb, even though we've been to this venue like 4 to 5 times. Like, we've been to this venue a lot. We like go in and we think that one row is barrier, and then all these girls run past us and we're like, wait, that's not barrier. And then we like run past and we're like, no, we have to be barrier, like we can't be second row. So we like run and we get like a good spot at barrier, like not like the best, like it was by the speaker, and the speaker is like fine, it was like on the side of the stage, like kind of towards the center, but like, you know, center is kind of the best place. But we've always had like a really fun time around the left side of the stage at the Ogden. So if you ever go to the Ogden and you get barrier, be left side barrier, because it's probably the best side ever. Jesse comes out and I think he does a few songs, and then he mentions his pants, and like my friend and I notice his pants like off the bat, and we're like, he actually did it. But like he mentions his pants and he's like, where are the girls that I met earlier? They've seen us like a lot of times. And we're like screaming and we're jumping up and down, and he like comes to our side of the stage and he like literally looks at my friend. He's like, these are my Madeleines. And this is like my favorite thing ever, because like now we call our pants our Madeleines, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't even remember this, but like it's the funniest thing ever. It's like the best thing ever. It's like, it actually made the concert for me, honestly. After that, he like makes eye contact with me and he's like, wait, oh no, like you could see it in his face, which like sounds really fake, but like you could really see it in his face. And so like throughout the concert he comes to my side, and like he actually like sang to me a few times, like one time during Still Other Weather and the other time during Jealousy, and I was like, Jesse Rutherford, if you don't stop, boy. Side note, throughout this concert we are like right in front of Zach, and we're all the girls around me, and even my friend and I are screaming Zach's name because we're like, Zach, like notice us. And Zach literally swerves, like he does not care, and he does not care until the photographer comes in front of us and is like trying to take pictures of him, and he starts smiling, and I'm like, this fake guy, like you're so fake. I understand, like, you don't want to really be associated with teenage girls, it's cool, but still, right? Like, still. The end of the concert approaches, and, you know, they do their final song, and I really don't remember because it was, like, last year, and I should have made this video, like, right after, but I also didn't have this camera, so I don't know. The concert comes to an end, and we're leaving, and everything was pretty great. We were trying to like stay after and stuff, or we were going to or whatever, but like also we just didn't care for some reason, so we just left. But like Jesse comes out like after, and I'm like, really? You like he never comes out after whenever I'm waiting for him, only when we leave. And I'm like, really? This would be the time. This would be the time. So yeah, that was the time that I met Jesse Rutherford. It was kind of crazy, and it was a whirlwind, and yeah, great time. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, write a comment, subscribe, and I'll make more videos. And I really want to make like a groupie diaries like thing, like if you know who I'm talking about, like Mia, but like I don't want to I don't want to steal her idea, but like give me some like cool names in the comments if you like think of any. Not like anyone probably will, but if you do, just make a comment down below, or like tweet me and say like, hey, this would be really cool for a concert series, because I want like a really cool name, but I don't want to steal groupie diaries. So anyway, see you later, bye.